everyone, it's Marcy here. I am on a minute early. I am trying something brand new with you today. I have never crafted live with you, so I thought maybe it was time for me to give it a whirl. I have no idea what I'm doing when I'm going to be flipping the camera, so I hope that it's going to work. Hi, Anne-Marie. So I just thought that it would be nice for you to get to know me a bit better by actually seeing me in my craft room. As you can see behind me, this is my craft room. This is where I do all of my creating. It's fairly tidy. So yeah, it's not too awful big, but it absolutely suits my needs. So yeah, so this morning I'm on with you because this afternoon the fur babies are going to get groomed. For those of you that are not Canadian that tune in, this is our Thanksgiving weekend, and we have my family here on Sunday for Thanksgiving dinner, and then we go to my husband's parents' place on Monday for Thanksgiving dinner. So the girls have to look beautiful, and they're pretty shaggy. So I am going to flip you down so that I can show you what we're going to be working on today, and the updates and stuff like that, all the stuff that is going to be happening. Thank you so much, Anne-Marie. I truly appreciate that. Sharing is caring. So I'm just going to cover you up with a post-it note, as this is what I've seen other demonstrators do. They put a post-it note over top of the camera so that as I'm flipping you, it's not going to cause motion sickness or anything like that. And I certainly don't want that. I suffer from motion sickness, so I would hate to have that happen to anyone because of me. So let me just cover this. Hi, Carol. Let me just cover this up so that we are not causing any issues. So hopefully, I'm really hoping that this works, that I can flip this down and you be the right way. And now we're upside down. Let's just see if we can't. Nope. Flipping it is not working here. But if I turn my camera, all right, this is the opposite, but let's see. Okay. Let me just take a moment to adjust everything here. We're going to have to move this a bit. That was rather interesting. Like I said, I am brand new to having you guys in my, seeing me in my craft space. So I'm just trying to be gentle here as I move things around. There, I think we're good here. I'll just pull this back just a smidge. Okay. So, let me adjust my lights here. Okay, so this week we have our World Card Making Day specials going on. It's 10% off. I had a link on my blog that I can repost as well, and I had this up on my Facebook page yesterday. So there is all kinds of specials going on. This is all 10% off until Sunday the 7th. So if you need anything at all, tear and tape, I love my tear and tape adhesive. Stampin' Dimensionals, I go through those like candy. I love popping my stuff up off of my card fronts. So I do use a lot of those. Your Whisper White note cards and your vanilla ones. If you're a scrapbooker, your 12 by 12 vanilla and 12 by 12 Whisper White cardstock. And then there's some kits on here as well. So be sure to check that out. And if you need a hand with anything, please just email me, Marcy at stampinwithmarcy.com. I would love to help you out. So that is that deal. We also have now Stampin', the Stamparatus accessories. So you can, if you've got a Stamparatus already, you can get the small grid paper. And let me just reach over here to grab that to show you what that looks like. I just got mine in. So it is a stack of 50 sheets that will fit perfectly into your Stamparatus, and they've got the metric or the imperial inches or centimeters and millimeters. So whatever you are used to working with, that is on this grid paper, which is fabulous. I like to use grid paper with my Stamparatus, so that way if I'm stamping off or anything like that, if my my image is not fully on my card front, it's easier to have grid paper and it's easier to clean it up. So that is that. There's also plates, magnets. You can order the entire pack with the foam mat, your plates, your grid paper for one with one code instead of doing it each separately. The Stamparatus is $67. I absolutely love it. I actually just got a second one in for my classroom so that this fall and winter I'm going to be using the Stamparatus in my classes a whole lot more. So my in-person ladies will have that to look forward to. We'll be doing a bit more with that. So next, I want to show you some Happy Mail that I got. My niece, Naomi, was recently in Spain. So she sent me this fun postcard. I love, love, love Happy Mail. Who doesn't love to get something other than bills and flyers in their mailbox? So this came, she sent this September 19th, and this just came the other day. So it took a couple weeks to come, and I love what she says here to me. She says, Tia Marcy, so that's Aunt Marcy, you would love the wine over here. So she says, it's cool to see the locals filling up jugs of the wine in places called bodega. See you soon, Tia Mio, Amo, Naomi. And then she also says, happy birthday to Uncle Brad. So, because it was his birthday on the 19th. So that is that fun bit. Now, I got some Happy Mail for earning my trip. So this is from my friend Susan Phillips. She is a demonstrator out west. She made me this gorgeous card, and it has an extra little thing. She has tucked in the card she made, has a little gift card slot, and she said the first cheers is on her. She just couldn't resist getting some euros for me, so she has tucked in a little €5. They're so cute. They're so little compared to Canadian money. So I thought that was so super sweet and fun. So that came from, again, that is from Sue Phillips. And then this is from my friend Jenny Hall. Look at this beautiful card. My girlfriend Jenny, I met through Stampin' Up! In, let's see, a year and a half ago. And she is such a beautiful colorist. Her watercolor techniques are just amazing. So she has sent me this beautiful card with beautiful words inside. Thank you so much, Jenny. I truly do appreciate that. Okay, the next one is from my friend Tamara Bertram, who's out west. She's a demonstrator out west. This is my a congratulations card from her for earning the trip. Oh my goodness, sorry. My window is open and that was very, very loud. I know Anne-Marie, isn't Jenny's card just gorgeous? So this was a paper pumpkin kit earlier this year. I love this. It's bright and happy. And then this last one is from my friend Lori LaRose. She's also a demonstrator out west. Look at how cute is this. And I love that she has gone around the outside and done a little bit of sponging. And with the little frog, it's just adorable. So that is my happy mail that I have received. So I was super happy to be able to share that with you. Now, let's tuck that over there. Now, I've been hiding this. This is the new product that I am going to be sharing with you today. So this is called Snowflake Showcase. This is an exclusive set of products that are going to be available from November 1st to the 30th for customers while supplies last. But us demonstrators are able to pre-order it the entire month of October. So this is the perfect time to join my team, my family of sassy stampers, so that you could put this gorgeous set of products, you could put this in your starter kit. We have Snow is Glistening stamp set, Happiness Surrounds stamp set. So the Snow is Glistening is a winter / Christmas. Happiness Surrounds is an all year congratulations, hello, sending positive thoughts. Then there is the Snowflake Trinkets, Snowfall Thinlits dies, which includes dies for the Happiness Surround stamp set. And then also the white velvet sheets, they're called. So it's flocked paper. So I paid a bit more and I had this stuff express sent to me. So this is the Snowflake Trinkets. So we have two different designs. Can you see those? They are gorgeous. They are very flat. So you would adhere them with a glue dot, but they're very flat. So they're not going to cause too much issues at the post office. And they've each got a little rhinestone jewel in the center. So there are, how many? Let me just... It does not say how many are 20, sorry. So there's 10 of each of the designs. So there's that. So this is the Snow is Glistening stamp set. It's quite a bit larger than the card front shows. So you can see that from here, the image of the tree. This tree is a lot bigger than that. It's beautiful, beautiful fonts in this. And then this is the Happiness Surrounds stamp set. Again, these are both photopolymer, so they are easy to do your stamping to see exactly where you're going to be placing your images. So, and then this is the Snowfall Thinlits. So look at this. How awesome are all these? And this bit of Snowflake Swirl, I had to die cut last night to show you. So you can't really see, but the Signs of Santa designer series paper has flocked images or flocked paper on it. So I need to grab, let me just reach over here. There. So you can see that it's got, it's very fine. It ran through my Big Shot, no problems whatsoever. But I wish there was feel-o-vision. This stuff feels so fabulous. You'll have yours in 2 weeks, Anne-Marie. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. I just had a bit of a play last night. I was out all day yesterday celebrating. Yesterday was my older sister Anne's birthday. So we went shopping and lunch and had a wonderful day. So I did not get into this stuff until last night after supper. I was down here in my craft room till 11 o'clock. And for me, that is unheard of because I am an early bird. I'm not a night owl. So I wanted to show you that the full size, it is a 12 by 12. So, and it is smooth on the back, but oh, it feels so cool. All right, so let me put that away. I also want to show you, before we get crafting here, today is the Creating Kindness Design Team blog and video hop. I am a member, and this is the card that is on my blog today and my YouTube channel. This month, our Creating Kindness Design Team, we are focusing on embossing. So I have paired the tin tile embossing folder with the copper embossing powder. So I have done 2 types of embossing on my card. So pop on over to my blog, www.stampinwithmarcy.com. I have my video there as well, and you can start the hop there. But this, I just wanted to share this with you today while I had you on here live. I just love the way this looks, and I have put some of the shimmer paint on the back on my embossing folder there. So I'll just tuck that away. So the card that we are going to be making today is, I had it hidden here. This is what I created with my very, I remember to do a little decorating on the inside, but I love how this turned out. It is just gorgeous, I think. So I think that this card here may make it into my November Stamp-A-Stack for my in-person classes. So to get started, I wanted to share first a tip with you that my girlfriend Diana had shared with me about when you're cutting your cardstock. So our cardstock is 8.5 by 11 inches. So when you're making a card, you're using half a sheet. So I'm going to bring in my Simply Scored tool. Now this card here, let me bring this back in. This card here is on the portrait fold. This way here, this one here is landscape fold. So when you're cutting your cardstock, it is easier to score once instead of scoring twice. So what that means is if I was going to have this as my landscape fold, I would score down at the 4 1/4 all the way down, and then when I go to cut it with my trimmer, then I cut it at 5 1/2, and I have 2 card bases. So because this card here, I have it as a portrait, in portrait fold, there is what I'm going to call it. So I am going to score it at 5 1/2, just like that. And then when I cut this, I have saved myself a little bit of time. I'll bring in my trimmer here. So then I'm going to come and I'm going to trim this. I'm going to line this up at the 4 1/4. And there you have it. You've got your 2 card bases and you've only had to score once. That is a wonderful time-saving trick. So, onto the card. I'll put this aside. I have, to create this card, I have sponged the background here. So I'm going to take, I'm using Whisper White and Basic Gray. So, and my ink colors are Coastal Cabana, Basic Gray, and Pool Party. I wanted a little bit of variance in my background color that I sponged on. So I'm going to bring in a scratch piece of paper because I don't want to get, I like to preserve my grid paper. So I take a piece of cut down grid paper and I get that all mucky stamped up first. So I'm always stamp off the excess when I'm sponging, and then I bring it in from the outside and bring it in, and you're just going to do that and build up your layers. And I chose Pool Party because I wanted my I didn't want my entire back to be that vibrant Coastal Cabana. So I brought in, thought I would bring in the bit lighter color, the Pool Party, so that I've got a bit of a layered look with my colors. So I'm just turning my cardstock as I move to the next section. I personally find that easier than reaching around. I always like to have whatever area I'm working on at the very top. Okay, so I just wanted a light color on the background, so that's what I've got there. So I'm going to close up. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. I wanted some of that on my sentiment circle. This is the Stitched Shapes dies, and I use them a lot. They, if you only had to get one set of Framelits dies, I would highly recommend that it be the Stitched Shapes. I just love them. I use them all the time. All right, so now I'm going to bring in my Coastal Cabana, and this is the new ink pad, so you don't have to, you just have to lift, flip over, and slide. Okay, so I think that's good. I don't want too awful heavy there. My team was asking me last night, I had told them that I had purchased this bundle and that I had been playing, so they wanted me to share. And I told them they would have to wait, that I was going to share with all you guys first. So, and they could catch up later with it. Although I will be, for our team meeting, I will be pulling this suite of products out, and we will be doing the make and take at our monthly Sassy Social. We'll be doing that there. Let them all have a play with it to see what they think. Okay, so I think I like that. It's a bit of depth to that. So I'm just going to take a cloth here and wipe my hands. So I'm going to bring in my foam mat, my Stampin' Pierce mat, and I am going to ink up all of my snowflakes. So as you can see, this is just a random pattern that I've got going here. So I'm just going to lightly stamp around. Now, to join my family of sassy stampers, all you have to do is go to my blog, www.stampinwithmarcy.com, and on the top of the page, you can click the Get a Discount button, and that's going to take you to the sign up page. Okay, so for the next grouping, I want to have them a little lighter, so I'm going to stamp off so that I've got just that little bit of shadow look. Here and there, and set that aside. Now go to the next size of snowflake. Now some of these will not show, but that's okay. I just wanted to make sure I was giving my card front enough of a variety. I like these teeny tiny little ones. And one right there. What about one up here? Okay, so now I'm going to clean these because my next step, I don't know that you can actually see it. Can you hear that squeak as I'm cleaning them on my chamois? So my next step, excuse me, I don't know if it shows that well. I'm going to take some frost white and I am going to use it on my stamp, and I'm going to go around and ink up those. Oh, you know what? I didn't do this. So let's, oops, I don't think I've got enough coffee in me this morning. So first off, let me grab my basic gray and my sentiment. I want to have that in the center first. I got a bit ahead of myself. I'm glad I caught that before I moved on. So this says, each snowflake is beautiful, sparkling, and special, just like you. So it's a beautiful sentiment. There we go. And set you off to the side. Okay, close this up. I don't want to accidentally stick my snowflake in the wrong color. So I'm just going to, again, random stamp a few snowflakes. And then the little one. And let's put you here. There. Okay. Oh, see, I always forget to decorate the inside of my card. You could also take these and decorate your envelope. Okay. So clean this off again. Now I can totally get rid of that Coastal Cabana because I don't need it anymore. Okay. Just to get a bit of that moisture off. All right, so I am taking my frost white and I am shaking it up, and I have a sponge dauber here. Fits right on the tip of your finger. So I'm going to collect my ink from the lid, and I am going to daub that right on top of my stamp. Now, I would not recommend using your chamois to clean this off because I don't know what exactly it might do to the chamois. So I'm going to take this to the sink to clean that. Now, I can see it here. I don't know if my camera is picking that snowflake right there up. The frost on it. And because it's photopolymer, I can line it up fairly closely. Now, I'm not worried about it being perfect. I just want it as close to as I can get it. So each time you've emptied that ink off the lid, you're just going to put your lid back on, give it a shake, and then you're good. And then after a while, you'll have enough of that frost white shimmer paint on that sponge dauber to, you won't have to continue trying to do this without getting my head in the camera. Okay, so that is done. All of the snowflakes have that little bit of shimmer. I didn't want shimmer on the entire front. I just wanted it on the snowflakes. So that's why I thought I would apply it to the stamp. So I'm just doing the exact same thing. And just going around. And like I said, it does not have to be perfect. Just a little bit so that it hits that snowflake because snowflakes glisten, right? Although I'm hoping that we don't get snowflakes for quite some time, unlike our friends on the other side of the country. Out west, I have some friends that have been posting photos of snow, and that is so unfair in my opinion. It's October. I think they got snow in September. They haven't had fall yet, and they're getting snow. That's just mean, Mother Nature. It's mean. So when I'm not right over, I'm not sure how well I'm doing with lining up, but like I said, It's okay. You don't need it to be absolutely perfect. Oh, that's not that snowflake. Okay, oh, that one is there. So, there. Now, this one here. So then I clean my my daubers out. I give them a little bit of a wash at the kitchen sink. After I'm done using them. That way, I don't have to worry about cross-contamination. I have gone and cleaned all the ink off. Just a little bit of mild soap and warm water, and that does the trick for me. They do eventually stain depending on the color you're using, but I'm okay with that. I know that it is clean. So I think I have to do this one here and this one here. There, I think I've got, can you see that? Oh, I see. I need the big ones, but I think I've got all the little ones now. So because this big one, I want to make sure, because this one and this one and this one are definitely going to show. So I just want to make sure that I do have enough coverage with my, okay, so 1, 2, and 3, and then let's bring in this small one here that is going to be on the inside of my card. There, okay. Set all of this aside. Good morning, Jenny. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside and I'm now going to build my card. So I have used bring the silicone craft mat over because I'm going to be using my liquid glue. Oh, hopefully I've got enough in this bottle here. I have a few different bottles on the go. So we are I'm showing everybody the brand new Snowflake Showcase products that I got yesterday and that I was playing with last night. And I'm loving the way the Coastal Cabana looks against this basic gray. I think it just really makes it pop. So and I've got something fun I want to do with you guys at the very end. If you stick around, I'm going to unhook you from my mount and I am going to have you watch me as I redeem my flex points for the Greek incentive trip. I'm super excited to do that. I checked this morning. I've been checking every day to see if the points, if my flex points were in my account. And this morning, oh my gosh, yes, they were. So I thought, how fun would that be that today, not only is it the first time that I have been on camera before I crafted with you, but that I'm going to redeem my trip with you guys watching to see the excitement, see what it's like to click. Yeah, I just thought that would be the perfect thing to share with everybody. Okay, so I now have my base is attached and my insert. So I'm going to take some silver metallic thread and some of this fun polka dot tulle ribbon. As you can see, I've got it just tucked underneath there. So my ribbon I like to keep on my spool, so that way I'm not wasting too much. So I just take it and figure out how much I want showing. So I'm going to be like that. So just snip that off. And then to adhere it, I'm going to bring my snail adhesive. Thank you, Anne Marie. Oh, isn't that exciting, Jenny? I thought, you know what, seeing as I'm doing brand new things today, I am stepping out of my comfort zone and going live with me in the camera view at first. Why not go all the way? Let's just do it all. Go big or stay home, right? So, yeah, so, okay, so I've got some of my snail there, and I want this to kind of go across like that and that. And then I can just take and snip that little bit that's a bit too much. So, and this is how I attach my thread as well. Excuse me. I figure out where I want it poking out. So I want it coming out of the right side. So I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to attach some snail right here as well. Making sure that I've got enough area covered there. And I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, then a different size 1, 2, 3, 4. By doing it this way, I'm getting, oh goodness, here comes Marshall. Marshall, say hi, Marsh. Marsh, say hi. Okay, let's get you out of the way. I don't have my craft room door closed, so Marshall likes to be on my desk. So hold on just 1 second. Let's just get that boy out of here because he just wants to see what I'm doing. So, alrighty. So then we just take, I just take it and then I take my hands and stretch it a bit so that it's, and I can tell right now that's too high. So I'm just going to peel that off and bring it down a bit more. And because I've got this, oh, I went way high there. All right, let's just start this over again. I think Marshall just threw me off there. But this is live. You just never know what's going to happen. All right, so 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. All right. So it's this area here that it's going to go. And then I'm just going to take, I don't want this sitting out. I want this tucked underneath. So I'm just going to take it because I've got snail under there. I just can easily take that and tuck that under. And then when I look at that, yep, I like that. So I need to bring in some dimensionals. So because I've already used all the center ones, I have gone and cut up all my edges. Funny story, one of my classes a little while ago, I have garbage bins that hang on the table for each of my lovely ladies that attends class, for them to put their garbage in while they are crafting. And towards the end of class, depending on what we're doing, if the garbage bins get really full, I will come around and grab them and empty them for them. Oh, he is curious. Good morning, Anne. So the one class, I went around and I had one of my ladies had thrown out the entire outside piece. She had used up all of the inside dimensionals, but everything around the outside was still there. And I said, oh my goodness, what are you doing? That is valuable still. You haven't used it all up. And I pulled it out of the garbage bin and showed her that you just take your paper snips and you just cut that down. And you've got many, many more dimensionals that you can be using. So here is the finished card. So this is the one I did last night, and here's the one I did with you today. And I'm going to show you, I'm not happy with this, but I did this last night as well with the other stamp set with the happiness surrounds. I'm not happy with it. I'm not sure, it needs something else, but I thought, you know what, I want to share it with you anyway. So I was just playing around and thought, okay, let's see what we can do. So I used some of the dies and the stamps, but it's just not speaking to me. So yeah, so we'll see. I'll play some more, but I really wanted to do one of each of these with the different stamp sets here. So I did so that I could have on hand. So there's one with the snowflake and one with the happiness. So that is a work in progress. We'll see. I knew what colors I wanted to work with, but I'm just not 100%. So, are you ready for me to unhook you and redeem my flex points? So, let's just hold on one second. I am going to unhook you from my mount, if I can, without turning my phone off. There we go. And I'm going to switch you around. Alrighty, ladies. So I'm just going to walk you around. So this is my entire craft room. So my desk that I've been piling everything up onto, and the window, and this is it. This is my happy place, or at least one of them. So I am just going to, let's see here. I'm going to log in and go to my reports. And then once I'm going to click on Flex. All right, so now I am going to flip you around. All right, so here is my computer. my Flex account here. I'm going to click that. All right, this is so exciting. I've got goosebumps. I'm feel like I'm going to tear up here. It's so exciting. So look at this. Here it is. Here we go, guys. And add to cart. I just clicked it. Oh my goodness, I did it. Wow. Wow. I'm overwhelmed. Yeah, so it's a good thing you can't see me at the moment. So let me just hook you back here. Yeah. So, and flip you. And am I upside down? Let's see here. Oh, we're the wrong way. Sorry about that. Like I said, I've not done this before, so are we? Oh, and I am upside down, so hold on just a second. I'm going to bring in my cup and flip that. Okay, are we good now? There, so there we are. I redeemed my Flex points with you guys. I'm super excited. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. Couldn't have done it without you. Oh, big breath. So, thanks again, and I will be back next Thursday at 1 o'clock. Again, I was early today because my fur babies had to get groomed. So, yeah, so thanks so much, and my love to all of you for all of your love and support and getting me my very first incentive trip. I've squished up my thing and I need to undo it because I need to cover it up again so that you don't, when I go to click end. So, yeah, so thank you, and I will see you next week. Bye.